What happened to Saquon Barkley on that play? I was right. The title of this video says I was right about Saquon Barkley. I made a video last week after he scored 3 touchdowns when he was at his all-time high, probably, that he ever will be for this Eagles team, on is he what they need to get over this hump? And I very easily said no to that answer, to that question. I said no, he is not. They don't need Saquon Barkley. He is not worth $13 million. I saw it as a Giants fan over and over again. He's not worth the $13 million. If he was, the Giants would have paid him $13 million 3 years ago. They would have given him that money. This was the 4th game I saw Barkley sell in his career, 4th. Last year he fumbled in a really horrible time in the game, costing the game. He's done that at least 2 other times in his career, and this is now a drop. Now, you can sit here and say they should have ran the ball, which is 100% true. And I'm not saying Nick Sirianni is the best head coach either, but Barkley is your star. That is your star running back, making $13 million a year. That is a pretty big bag for a running back. $13 million a year is a pretty big bag for a running back. That's more than Derrick Henry's getting paid. You got to catch that ball. I don't care. You got to catch that ball. That is troublesome. It is bad. It is horrible. There's no way to sugarcoat it. That's ridiculously bad. Costing the game. And I don't want to sit here and tell you it's going to happen more and more and more, and then maybe he's not going to get hurt. He's not going to be on the field. But I've seen it too many times. I get it. He gets a big run every now and then. I don't know. It's the yin and the yang, right? And I'm in here in Philly. I hear all this reaction firsthand. Whether I live with it, whether it's on the streets, whether it's in my class, I hear all of it firsthand. And to me, as a Giants fan, it's crazy the amount of Eagles fans that were like, we got your guy, he's better. We got the best guy, he wants to play for a real team because he's too good, he's the best player in your team. And I had to sit there and be like, no. Like, I don't know why they think I'm salty he's on your team. Like, I didn't want to pay him $13 million when we have glaring holes other places. Right? And what? Paying $13 million to drop balls in key situations, fumble in key situations? That's what I kept telling them. I am not salty he left the Giants. He's not worth $13 million. I kept saying that over and over. And they thought I was crazy. They thought I was crazy. And it just happened. Like, literally, you don't know how happy I was when he dropped that ball and the Falcons went down the field and scored. I literally turned to everybody and I said, I told you so. And I love how their immediate reaction, these Eagles fans, was to immediately be like, well, you guys are still dog shit, or it's just one play. It's just one play now. But he's done it before. Not a lot of people know about that. I don't know why, or I don't understand why people outside of New York have such a high perspective of Saquon Barkley. I think it's just because he plays on a big market in New York. He's probably advertised crazy. I guess that's why. But he's made a lot of mistakes. And that is the down part in his game. He drops a lot of balls, which he's supposed to be just as good as CMC. All these people here are saying, no. Come on. Let's pump the brakes and say no. He's got to catch that ball. I was right. He was not in need. Kenneth Gainwell would have caught that ball and won them that game. I think they should have ran that play with Kenneth Gainwell. I think it would have made more sense if they ran that play with Kenneth Gainwell. I don't think anyone, and I mean anyone on that Falcons field, would have thought they were going to throw a flat pass to Kenneth Gainwell on 3rd and 3. I don't think anyone would have thought that, personally. Now, they should have just ran the ball. You're freaking right there. You could have, minimum, you probably get 2 yards. You were gashing them down the field on the run game that whole time. They couldn't stop you on 4 downs. They couldn't stop you that whole drive running the ball. And they decided to pass it, which is very, very much like what, right? Minimum, you get 2 yards there. You tush push, the game's over. I don't know. The Bucs made the same mistake. They threw the ball 2 on 4th down. It got blocked. And they gave the Lions another chance to win the game. I don't know. All I know is Barkley's not worth $13 million. And as a Giants fan, that might have been one of the best I told you so moments of my life. And it was poetry. Poetry in the making. And everyone in the comments are going to be like, you're just salty, you're a Giants fan, you're dog shit, whatever. No, man. No. I told everybody. He's not a need. He is not a need. He's barely a want. My name is Joshua C. Thank you.